You know that little voice in your head that whispers you are a terrible person every time you check your bank account? No? Just me? Well, for the rest of us who feel a strange sense of guilt when we start making decent money, let's talk. It turns out making money can actually make you feel miserable. And the reason why is not what you think. This feeling, this wealth guilt, is a real thing, and it is messing with a lot of us. It is like we have hit some invisible finish line, and instead of a trophy, we get a nice heavy backpack full of anxiety. Why does this happen? Well, our brains are funny little things. We are wired for community and fairness. Back in the day, if one person had way more than everyone else, it could threaten the whole group's survival. So, we developed this internal alarm system that goes off when we feel like we are getting too far ahead of our tribe. The problem is, in 2025, your tribe is everyone you see on social media, your friends from school who chose different paths, and even your own family. Think about it. You get a promotion, and your first thought is not, yes, I can finally fix that weird noise my car makes. Instead, it is, oh man, my friend is still struggling to find a job. I cannot tell them. This is called survivor's guilt, but for your career. You have survived the struggle and now you feel bad for those still in it. It is a psychological hangover from our evolutionary past, where sticking together meant staying alive. And let's not forget the stories we tell ourselves about money. Money is the root of all evil. Rich people are greedy. We have heard these phrases our whole lives. They seep into our subconscious and create a mental link between money and being a bad person. So when you start earning more, your brain pulls up these old files and goes, warning, warning, you are becoming one of them. It is completely illogical, but our feelings rarely are. We are afraid that having more will change us, make us less compassionate, or that people will only like us for our money. So, what is the fix? Are we doomed to be either broke and happy or rich and guilty? Of course not. The first step is acknowledging that this guilt is a feeling, not a fact. It is a psychological echo, not a moral judgment. You are not a bad person for succeeding. Repeat after me, I am not a bad person for succeeding. Now for the actionable part. Let's reprogram that brain of yours. Start by practicing gratitude, but with a twist. Do not just be thankful for the money. Be thankful for what the money allows you to do. I am grateful that this income allows me to support my family without stress. I am grateful I can donate to causes I care about. This shifts the focus from the number in your account to the positive impact you can make. It transforms money from a source of guilt into a tool for good. Next, you need to redefine what rich means to you. Is it a number, or is it freedom? Is it the ability to take a vacation without going into debt? Is it being able to help your parents retire comfortably? When you create your own definition of wealth that is based on your values, not society's, the guilt starts to fade. You are not just hoarding cash, you are building a life that aligns with what you believe in. Who could feel guilty about that? And here is a big one. Talk about it. This guilt thrives in silence. When you keep it to yourself, it grows and festers. But when you share it with a trusted friend, a partner, or a therapist, you realize you are not alone. You will be shocked how many other successful people feel the exact same way. It normalizes the feeling and takes away its power. It is like shining a light on a monster under the bed. It suddenly looks a lot less scary. Let's also get brutally honest about fairness. Is it fair that you make more than someone else? Life is not fair. You worked for it. You took risks. You studied. You networked. You put in the hours. Your success does not take away from anyone else's. There is not a limited pie of success where your slice makes someone else's smaller. This is the abundance mindset. Your success can actually inspire and create opportunities for others. Believing this is fundamental to shedding that guilt. So, how do you put this into practice today? Right now? I want you to do two things. First, write down one negative belief you have about money. Just one. For example, people will treat me differently if they know I have money. Now write down a counter statement that is positive and empowering. My real friends will love me for who I am, and my financial success allows me to be more generous with them. Second, plan one small guilt-free purchase or action. It could be buying that slightly more expensive coffee you actually enjoy, or setting up a tiny recurring donation to a charity. The point is to actively use your money in a way that brings you joy or reflects your values, and then consciously tell yourself, I deserve this, or I am glad I can do this. You are literally creating new neural pathways, teaching your brain that money can equal good feelings. Look, this is not an overnight fix. Unlearning years of psychological conditioning takes time. But it starts with the awareness that the guilt is not a reflection of your character. It is a bug in your mental software, and you have the power to debug it. Your success is not something to be ashamed of. It is something to be managed with wisdom, purpose, and a healthy dose of self-compassion. You have earned your success. Now it is time to learn how to enjoy it. Thank you so much for hanging out with me today. If this resonated with you, do me a favor and hit that like button and subscribe for more deep dives into the weird ways our brains work. I would love to hear your own experiences with this in the comments below. Let's talk about it. Until next time.